8th. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the double.
Now ETN to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw. Open man is Jalen Darden. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. On now is the Titans punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
On first down, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go play action with Willis. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chigakakwo, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Lawrence to throw. ETN bringing in another one. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring in second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler.
Second down throw coming by Willis. Into the hands of Darden. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Let's go now.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Foye Aluakon finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Second down, here's Willis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Straight ahead, Etienne. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
Just saying, it's easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Touchdown, Jaguars! Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. He'll get this one complete to Darden. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, this takes a hit and the ball is free. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And the Titans are going to have a first and goal. Some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Touchdown! Chigakonkwo with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. But to throw again is Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Check smash! Check smash!
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, it's Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Etienne up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Darted, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, darted, and he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Bullock's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw on second down. Willis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Etienne once more.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A handoff for Etienne.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 102 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Going to the right here and finding Burks. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On first down, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A slant to Jones. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Lawrence to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
On 2nd and goal,
Lawrence.
and this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good